Hey everybody, it's Jenna Allen, and today we are going to talk about high maintenance versus high value. And this is something I'm so passionate about. And this is something some of you guys are not going to agree with this, but as someone who's pursuing a dating coach career, this is very, very important information for you guys to have going forward with your dating experience. So we're going to talk about basically why being high maintenance, it may seem kind of good, but there's a difference between being high maintenance and high valued. We're going to talk about that today because I am seeing more and more each day dating struggles. And I know that it's not all women, it's not all men, but a lot of there's just a lot of us living in this fantasy world of what a relationship should be, what a real relationship looks like, and what to expect from a man or from a woman. So I'm going to explain to you why being high maintenance is actually setting you further and further and further away from meeting the right person. And now this doesn't mean I'm telling you you have to settle for the wrong person either. But so being high maintenance, if you're somebody that has been hurt in the past, that could create, that could maybe make you be a little extra cautious, which there's nothing wrong with being careful. You should always make sure, you're being careful of your heart for sure. But there's having high value standards and then unrealistic expectations. And I'm finding that the more high maintenance you are, the more likely nothing's ever going to make you happy. And this is where, as a woman, and I know this because I've done it before too, and I've had to change my mindset in order for me to get a healthier relationship. You can have standards. You can have, you should definitely go for somebody that respects you and, is able to give you what you need, for sure. But you also got to self-reflect and look at what you offer the relationship as well. Because if you're in a relationship and let's just say your partner is doing absolutely everything for you and you're sitting back and like taking advantage of it, or like you're just constantly wanting more and more and more, and no matter how good they are to you, it's never enough, then you need to self-reflect, because that is not going to help you find the right person. Reality is no relationship is perfect. There's no such thing as the perfect guy or the perfect woman. There could be such thing as the right partner for you that will be compatible with you, but there's no such thing as a perfect person. And I think as a society, we get so wrapped up in this fantasy world of what a real man should be, what a real woman should be, and we put each other on a pedestal and we have these high expectations, but then we complain that we're not finding Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. Well, welcome to reality. There's no such thing. It doesn't exist. And so the more you look for better and better and better, the more you're constantly looking for more and more, you're never ever going to have a successful relationship. And I had to learn that the hard way. You should be with somebody who respects you. You should be with someone who's loyal and honest, 100%. Someone who's faithful and someone who does treat you good. But you also have to remember that we're all human. Men struggle, so do women. We all have baggage. And the more that you just gotta kind of like realize what you can handle. And let's just say, expecting a guy to be loyal to you is 100% valid. But expecting a guy to cater to you, or a woman to cater to you and sacrifice their job or sacrifice their family time and to sit there and like expect to know absolutely everything that goes on their phone, like that is controlling and that's insecurity. And that's not realistic expectations. You need to be able to have realistic expectations, because if you're in a relationship and the person treats you good, like really good, and you are happy and they do a lot for you, but you're still finding a reason to nag and complain, then that's on you, not them. And as someone who's going into dating coaching, I'm always going to be real and authentic with people. I won't sugarcoat things. And some of you are not going to like this video, and that's fine. But I know that you guys need to hear this. And if you want to find a successful relationship, you need to open your mind and your heart. And yes, have standards. Know your worth. Know what you want. But don't expect perfection. Don't expect the person to be perfect. And there's no such thing as a person that's going to check all your boxes. That's going to check everything on your list. Like, I am very, very in love with the person I'm with. But we all have our own baggage. You can have a healthy relationship and still have baggage, right? You just don't want to settle for a toxic relationship. At the end of the day, even the healthiest, happiest couples, they go through stuff, right? Like, men are not the greatest when it comes to communication. But women are not the greatest at being patient. But as a society and humanity, we need to come together. Men need to learn to be more open, and women need to be more patient. And I know, like, communication is so important, especially to us women. And it's okay to push your partner. It's okay to motivate them. It's okay to want to help them grow. You should want to help your partner grow. But you cannot go into a relationship expecting them to be perfect and expecting them to check all your boxes. Because it's not going to happen. And that's why a lot of people are struggling. That's not the only problem in dating. There's lots of reasons why dating is so hard, but that is one of the common reasons, because you guys live in a fantasy world. You want a love like the movies. Well, that's not how it is. And I know this because I've been that high maintenance woman before. I've been naive. I've settled for less in the past. I've disrespected myself in the past, but I've also disrespected men in the past. So, and I own that. I own that 100%. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm perfect, because nobody is. And I own that shit. I own my mistakes. I own who I am. I own the person I am now. And if I didn't change my mindset, I would not be in the relationship that I am in now. I wouldn't have a healthy, loving man. I wouldn't be able to be a healthy person if I didn't learn from my mistakes. And I'm thankful for my experiences, because it's made me way more aware of my own self. It's made me put myself first. It's made me learn about myself. And so if you're going to continue to go down this path of, oh, why am I not finding the right guy? Or why am I not finding my perfect person? Because, honey, they don't exist. They're not real. Like, real, like, people are not perfect. And so, like, in order to find a successful relationship, yes, you need to have standards and you need to love yourself, but you also need to own who you are, self-reflect on what you can offer the relationship too, because men struggle just as much as women do. And as a society and humanity, we need to do better, and we need to have more compassion, and we need to stop settling for the wrong people, start settling for the right people. Open your heart, open your mind. That's all I have for you guys today. I don't want to go on about this because I keep just repeating myself, but I just wanted to share with you guys that, have high values, have standards, but open your mind. And if you run into a guy here's a quick example before I let you go. If you have a guy that texts you and calls you every night, has a job, and when you really, really need him, he's there, and treats you the way you want to be treated, but he has some communication issues, don't give up on that. Every man struggles with communication. Be patient. If the good is if the good outweighs the bad, you've found a good person. You really have. Don't let their issues that are easily fixable prevent you from, you know, leaving, like prevent you from being with them. You know, we all have shit we have to work on. If you found a good man with a good heart, same with a woman with a good heart, you're lucky. You're a lucky person, you know, because good people are, it's hard to find a good, healthy person. So if you have that, don't let it go over some communication issues. Embrace it, push through it, be patient, love that person unconditionally, because real, true love is loving someone unconditionally through their good and their bad. That's what true love is. That's all I have for you guys today, but I'll see you guys next week on Mental Health Today. Bye.